So I realized that yesterday I didn't really make myself clear on what I was feeling as I was sitting in the waiting room. It had been about an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. It had been a very long time waiting after my anatomy scan to see, just to hear the doctor say, oh, you've got a boy, oh, you've got a girl, officially, whatever. Everything looks great. And I kept waiting for a call that wasn't going to come. So when I finally got called out of the waiting room, my husband was a bundle of nerves, to say it nicely, and I was not in a great place either. But I was like, oh, surely, everything's going to be fine. And we walked in there, and the physician started going over like what all of the red flags were that she saw. And she was fantastic. She's a great physician. Love her bedside manner. But as she sat and talked with us, she said, the prognosis from what I can see probably isn't going to be great. We're going to refer you over to a high risk group, which is maternal fetal medicine. We're going to, you can have some conversations with them there. I'll still be your OB, but, there's some specialists that you need to go see, including a pediatric cardiologist. Really it's neonatal, so I'm not really sure if that's a different designation, but the cardiologist did follow my son after he was born, the same one. So in that there was a lot of anxiety, there was a lot of just being excited, like we're gonna have a baby, and then sadness and fear. And I don't think I ever crossed the line of disgust, but I do know a lot of women who have, of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is happening. Disgust with self, disgust with the system, a lot of disbelief. I did not go to a space of disbelief of like, this could never happen to me, but I did struggle as I got farther along with why me. And I get that the countering to that could be why not me and what makes me any different. But what I can tell you from my lifestyle is that I was pretty healthy, could hike pretty good distance, was always fairly athletic. I could do pretty much anything that I asked my body to do. Had started taking folic acid, had done all the things from the beginning that were quote unquote the right things to do. Didn't drink a lot of caffeine, if any, at that point in my life. I think I had some. Really just did all the things correctly. Wasn't engaged in any sort of high risk behavior, and I still ended up with a child that was going to be different. And so there's a lot to grapple with in that. And that doesn't make me better, and that doesn't make me more mighty, and that doesn't make me, a more fit parent. But what that does mean is there was nothing I could attribute the differences to. There was nothing that I could blame other than my own self and my own body. And even though I learned later on that isn't reality, and there was nothing that I could do to change things, and, that didn't change the way it felt as a first-time mom to hear that my baby was going to be different. Now, of course, like I said before, we ended up with a great outcome overall. Like, my son is 9, almost 10. He's fantastic. He's very capable of doing anything that he wants to do. He's cognitively normal, whatever that means. He's bright, he's funny, he's active, he plays soccer, and that's not everybody's story, but this is my story, and so I'm telling you for those of you who are out there trying to figure out how to do this.